Hey guys, my name is Michael Kabak. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be analyzing Osur the Brave. They're one of the VIP monsters which you were able to get with the newest VIP breeding, which I got that monster in my first try. Don't believe you can check the video, which I'm going to link down below, and basically I'm just going to analyze him. And let's see what his description has to say, his stats have to say, and his trait and skills and books have to say. Also, it's one of the bravest, most loyal to monsters you will ever meet. He's an experienced soldier with 100 battles behind him, but that hasn't made him a cold killer. He always up for the long, cozy hug. That's a very nice description for this monster. And also, I look at his eyes, is very damaged eyes. I would personally think we would especially look at this monster design and the description. He's going to be have the power 3, 4 something, but nope. 3, 2, 3, 4. That's what we go in with social point. I'm not so bothered about it because it can be easy fixed on some strengths, and yeah. So it's going to be easy to just fix some strengths, and his life is actually 32,572, which, if I'm being honest, I am not saying that is a bad life, because if you compare it to other monsters, Arrows, Tankaria, and Halter's Bodyguard, the list can go so on. He's still a pretty good life, basically. That means he can stay for longer in the battle, and you will see from the skills that he's one of the hardest monsters to kill with that life. And his speed is 3399, which is not the fastest speed, but it's not the slowest speed, just saying. So here the power, speed, and his life is basically, yeah. And you're gonna see from the skills is basically, if you have a fight against him, then just tell you what, you're gonna have a long battle unless you have a fire monster with you, then yeah, you can just wipe him out with fire monster. But other than that, but you can arguably even fire monster will have a hard time to killing this monster, because also if you look at this trait, Bulwark also effects have 50% less accuracy against all monsters of this unique cast. So what does that mean? 50% chance he's not gonna get stunned, 50% chance he's not gonna get burned, 50% chance he's gonna get hacked. Basically, all of these negative stats of effect, they have 50% less accuracy against this target. I'm just counting, if the hit was about something, because AoE stab already 90% accuracy, and Saber has 95% of accuracy, something like. So because this trait actually is arguably one of the best, if not the best trait in the whole entire game, there's still some some argument that Artifact is the best trait, but you can't have any buffs where you have Artifact, and when you have Bulwark, when you can have some positive effect on yourself. But there's an argument. If you don't have argument, then check out the Armor Gaming's new Discord called Monsters Colonization. Something I will be also linking that in the description, or if you guys want to have a meeting, have a chat down there, which trait is better. But so far, now I'm just gonna go to his defaults. Nothing special in here, like always. And Super Shockwave deals massive special damage to all enemies, may stun all targets. So basically, he deals 75 damage, nature based, and it's AV stun, which I like really. This move actually is AV mobilizing. Basically, as I always, when I think I should basically up ultimate, I think can change the course of a game. And if you're about to die, or all the monsters were about to go before one of the other monsters go, then Turbo Shockwave is basically this ultimate can deal 9 amounts of damage and also mobilize them, unless we are not immune to stun. So that's very great. And also I forgot to mention that he's in Good Legion's book, exclusive book, and VIP books, which I'm very happy about, because actually now there's still been VIP dungeon, and now I can finally do VIP dungeon. Even though I have only one of the grip, I'm trying to beat the second one, and to just have sort of a monster spawn dungeon. And can I just say, if I get another one, I am not going to extract him for stealth. No, I either have 2 also the Brave rather than just basically one powerful also the Brave, because of the VIP dungeon, which can give me some free stuff. So let me just check. Clues Group 1, Masagu Tetsubu, wearing Battlefield, huge throw, nothing too special about these skills. And I will actually kind of talk about Metasha Subaru, which you may want to run this skill because I have no cooldown and you gain position, but he does also have another skill which also heals him 50% of that given position, but that doesn't yield any damage and doesn't have some sort of cooldown, so it doesn't have any cooldown. So like if you ever find yourself fighting against, I'm saying that in the near, like somewhere in the future, if there's actually going to be monster, the next monster with cooldown activated, so then you might actually want to use Metasha's Super, but 35 damage not there, that is not there, basically what we see on attackers, like basically, and rather than still have very low power. Then yeah, like I just want to mention it out. And he also have huge throw, which I also want to talk about the huge throw because this have 50% chance of mobilizing, and I said like mentioning Tatsubu huge throw, then you're gonna have increased accuracy, then you might potentially land this stun. It's only sorry, I don't know what the hell was that. I mean like, because actually if I'm taking a look at all of his skills, we're into Subu, regeneration, heals, position, dazing bad, AoE daze, and Christopher Tatsubu heals, massive throw, daze, and heals. He does have any mobilizing skills, like some people might want to use huge throw because that's have this slight chance of mobilizing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be running this skill. I mean like, if I get second one, then I might run it because I mean like, hey, having some sort of mobilizing, having some sort of chance to stun is better than no stun, Basically, sometimes, it's nice to take a gamble and you'll basically just try your best, but yeah, that's like Messi into Super, and these are two skills which you might want to run. I'm not saying that Rain Battlefield you want to run this skill because he does have another AoE version, which actually is way powerful and also plays day, so skills group 2, here you go. Remain Tetsubu deals heavy special damage, gains regeneration, requires cooldown. So this is one of the reasons which I was saying that it's gonna be hard killing this monster because he does have skill that regenerates his life. So basically 50 damage, 27 out of 2 cooldown, and you're gonna gain life regeneration. Which on curse next 3 turns you're gonna gain 20% of the life, and because this could have only 2 turn cooldown, then basically you can just apply the regeneration over and over again, so you never have to worrying about basically losing your life. You can keep the regeneration going in the course of a game. So that's why I was saying that this monster is very hard to kill if you especially look at his life. Basically if you have some very high life from then he's become a huge threat, especially because you can dish out 50 damage, special base, so no matter what monster you target, and you can get regeneration. So if you do actually, that's probably if you're planning basically using this basically a kind of attacker / tank, then this is probably one of the must-have skills. Next skill we have Dazing Bat, which is 35 damage, 37 stamina, 15 cooldown, and is AoE daze. It deals 90 base damage to all enemies and applies daze. So basically, as I said, if you're running this monster attacker build, you do want to run this gun, even if you're using this supportive, you just do also want to run this skill because actually it's AoE daze. And basically daze is basically in the cost 3 turns, all the enemy monsters will have 20% less power and less accuracy. So basically they still might hit you and mobilize you, like the percentage of that's gonna be slightly reduced, like about 1/4 of it. Or basically negative effects start landing on you, and basically the AoE, because as I said, AoE is at 90% accuracy. Take out 25% and it becomes like 65% of accuracy. So they might still hit you, they might still mobilize you, like there's less percent to do that. So like Dazing Bad and recommend Tetsubu, these are skills that I definitely recommend, especially Dazing Bad, no matter what build you running for this monster. And next we have Restore Bravery. I don't know how I pronounce it right. Target heals by 50% and may give position to ally. So this is what I was talking about, the skill that may apply position. So 7 stamina, which on cooldown, and the target monster heals by 50%, and also you give that monster position. So like, imagine basically using this on yourself. Basically I'm just saying yourself that like you're gonna heal by 50% of the life. So as I said, this is one of the reasons, that he's one of the hardest monsters to obviously to kill. Because because here he does have 30% heal, here he does have life regeneration. If you move on to the skills group 3 just for a second, Super Shock, Tetsubu, 50% self heal, and Savage Wind, which also heals all of your monsters by 30%. Like, basically, 2 out of these skills can dish out damage. And one of them you can actually heal one of your allies or yourself, or one of them actually can heal all of your allies. So because he does have that many, healing skills, then it's gonna be very hard to kill. Because actually, if you say you have all of these, regeneration skill, then no matter what he does, he's gonna somehow heal himself or his teammates. So just saying this out there, and I wouldn't recommend this on basically on Taka build. I mean, like, you could use it if you're scared that you might take out. You might be dead, but like I said, you have this skill, much Tetsubu, Christian Tetsubu. So I mean, like, you don't actually want Wrestle Bravery, unless you just after that accuracy, which basically to make sure that Dazing Bat do land. Because like I said, AoEs have 90% of accuracy, and there's still that 10% chance that can miss. So basically, if you want that Wrestle Bravery, just have this increased accuracy to never miss, then I mean, I'm not saying don't go for it, because like, if you don't want to, then go for it. I mean, like, that's also a strategic move, but then this take 1 turn to set up. Just saying, it does only take like 1 turn to set up for basically to use Dazing Bat, then use Wrestle Bravery, then Dazing Bat. So I mean, like, I don't recommend this skill, but like, if you don't want to support this kind of Wrestle Bravery and Dazing Bat, to the stage 2, and then I mean, like, sure, go for it. I'm not stopping you. You have this monster, you do whatever you want with this monster. I'm personally going to create this as attacker / like tank. And now we move into the Creation Tetsubu. Deals heavy special damage, heals itself by 30%, so 50 damage, 27 stamina, touching cooldown, and it heals him by 30%. So as I said, like, these deals damage, 50%, 50 special damage. Yeah, it actually kind of says that it's only 50 special damage, but I mean, like, if you do have some strength, then you can easily almost take out the enemy monster, and also heal your life by 30%. So yeah, there's probably this. If you run with attacker build, just saying, then this is the most have skill, this is the most have skill, and this is the most have skill. As I said, it's very hard to kill this monster, especially when he does have 2 healing skills. One of them actually gives him life restoration, and the second one, which actually life regeneration. So now you see why this monster became a huge threat. And not actually a lot of people actually know how to play with this name. Like, he's also the lane, like, he's not that good. But I mean, like, the only reason we're saying that, because actually, he doesn't have a higher power, and don't need higher life, and not many people would like to play with life with him. That's why they're saying that. I think also the Breath is probably one of the underrated monsters. I mean, like, he's pretty good. I mean, like, even though those Nemesis ones have been came out, I think that he still can hold his own in top 5 monsters. Even though all the new monsters have been came out, I still believe that he can still hold his own in top 5. Basically top 5 nature monsters, and even not top 5 good demons, because I mean, like, he's still good, but Kihaku, I mean, like, how do you even compete with Kihaku? I mean, like, he's like overpowered as hell. But I mean, like, he's still a pretty good nature monster. I don't know why people still like to play around with this name, because actually, I mean, like, let's just look at his skills. I mean, like, it's very hard to kill this monster. So I mean, like, if you ever find yourself and also it's the only one surviving, only last monster that you have to control, then like, so you have them life from them to strength, and then actually you might still win, even though there's 3 against 1. You might still win because Precious Tetsubu, and because of the reminding Tetsubu and Dazing Bat and Wrestle Bravery, if you want to win it, because actually 3 out of 4 skills actually going to heal him. So basically, there's going to be your enemy's going to have a hard time basically taking him out, and plus going to have hard time mobilizing this kid, because he have also Bulwark. So basically, all of these certain effects are going to have 50% less accuracy against this target, and especially when you're actually going to apply them days, so they're going to even have less accuracy against them to apply any effects on it. So And as I thought about it, he's pretty still a good monster. I don't know. If I'm being honest, if I'm being honest, my favorite VIP monster is still Sky the Arcade. For me, like after Sky the Arcade, I'm about to say now. This monster is probably will be a second or third my favorite VIP monsters. Like I'm thinking like, or maybe Hydrock is will be like second favorite monster, like this in terms of design. Because I really like the Hydrock design. I'm like, now get out of the topic, like I was trying to say that, even though now, he's been outclassed by any nature monsters, by his stats, powers, I still believe that, also the Brave can hold his own, because actually I can be pretty good use monster. I don't know why is everyone saying that, nah, he's not that great. Like, I'm telling you, he's pretty good. He's damn good, Don't underrate him, man. Because actually, in my opinion, he still holds his own place, in the nature category. So, as I said now, let's just go straight back to analysis. And next one, we have Savage Wind. You are allied by 30%. So, if you want to run this monster, basically like a supportive build, then Savage Wind, so very bravery and dazing bad. Basically, these are skills you want to run for the basically the supportive build, and not one more skill which I will talk about in a second. Savage Wind, basically, if you plan on using this as attacker, then no, don't run the skill, because actually then you're wasting your basically position of basically having a strength rune. Basically, it's gonna become used as an attacker build. And next, the final skill, which have Massive Throw, deals very heavy nature damage, make this target requires cooldown 60 damage, 31 summon, and has 1 turn cooldown. Look at that, 1 turn cooldown. And a 65 nature based damage, so that's why I said he could be used as attacker. Because that's why I really like this monster. And also Daisy, so like supportive build, Massive Throw, Savage Wind, Retro Baby, and Dazing Man. These are basically the skills for the attacker build. No, not attacker, supportive build. Savage Wind, so all of heal your allies if you never need to. Retro Baby if you need to heal one of your allies. Dazing Bat, which also AoE daze. And Massive Throw, even though you're gonna play probably support, to team speed and probably team life or something, Massive Throw is still gonna do chunk of good damage over enemy monster, just saying. And it also dazes, like if you miss one of the monster dazes, you can apply this again. And basically, if you want to run this monster as attacker, then Massive Throw, created the Subu, Jesus Christ, what the hell just happened? Restore 2 spot and Dazing Pad. And basically, you run this monster basically with 2 strength on 1 life rune, like very, very high life rune, so you can take very much of a hit. And that's gonna be conclude for this analysis. I'm like, I know that's not the best analysis, which I don't, but like, still. After I look at this monster, after I thought about this monster and compared them to his elements, I know the skills, and I thought about myself, he's a damn good monster, and I kind of understand why he's a VIP. Because, when this first episode came out, I was just like, why is this monster VIP? He's not that great. But then if I think about him, after I thought about it myself, how cool this monster could be, like in a battlefield and everything, then yeah, now I understand why this monster is VIP. This guy deserves to be a VIP monster. So never mind, if you agree with me, then you can say it in the comments down below. I would love to read you guys' opinion actually, if this monster is good or if this monster is not so good. Is all the points actually I said are actually good points, or is that basically just my imagination and that stuff will never happen? So thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Peace.